Hello and welcome to Quays News. I'm Annabelle.
And I'm Laura. Here's what's coming up on the programme today. A 36-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder after police were called to Salford on Sunday after reports of a shooting.
Piccadilly Gardens has been boarded up, ready for its redevelopment.
We'll have a look at the Gorton and Denton candidates in the run-up to the by-election.
And we'll hear from Rachel Conway with the latest on sports.
Following reports of a shooting over the weekend, a man has been charged with multiple offences.
Our reporters Rose Courtine and Rachel Conway have the story.
On Sunday the 1st of February at 8:15 p.m, police were called to St Joseph's Drive in Salford after a man attempted murder with a firearm. Superintendent Detective Simon Moyles said that the incident is being treated with utmost seriousness.
A 36-year-old man has been arrested for attempted murder, possession of a firearm with intent to cause fear, a spokesman for Greater Manchester Police said. Investigations is now underway.
On Monday, the area remained cordoned off with police tape up just across these houses here, and 7 or 8 police vehicles were here at any one time.
This morning, Greater Manchester Police named the 36-year-old as Adam Was. He will appear at Manchester and Salford Magistrate Courts today with several charges, including possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life. We spoke to local residents to see how they were feeling.
Because it's literally like up the road from us, so it's a bit terrifying, to be honest, to know that it's happened so close to our house.
Following the arrest, GMP stated that our officers responded swiftly to protect the public, and our investigation will continue to ensure that those responsible are brought to justice.
Well, I thought that this area of Salford was quite safe compared to like other places, but now it is a bit scary, to be fair.
The shooting in Odsall falls a week after a man was hospitalised following being shot during a city centre attack in Manchester's Gay Village. Greater Manchester Police announced at the start of the year that since 2023, Operation Aztec has taken 168 firearms off the streets of Greater Manchester. GMP says that the use of firearms and acts of intimidation have absolutely no place in Greater Manchester, and we will not tolerate them.
I'm going to be a lot more cautious about walking alone at night and stuff like that.
Rachel Conway.
Rose Courtine, Quays News.
After complaints from residents, Piccadilly Gardens is set to be redeveloped in March. The multi-million-pound works will aim to bring new life to the square.
The works are set to take place over 18 months. Josh Bingham has more.
Well, when you look around Piccadilly Gardens in Manchester, it doesn't really scream paradise, but that seems to be the plan in the next coming few months. After the council announced in October that they will be revamping Piccadilly Gardens with up to £10 million in refurbishment to try and sort out what was one of the main social areas of Manchester. The main councillor, Pat Kearney, one of Manchester councillors, said Piccadilly Gardens isn't living up to anything like its potential at the moment, but it could and should be a great public space for Manchester. The plan promises to be a massive leap forward, and we've already demolished most of the hated wall, but this package of improvements will go further to make a real and lasting difference. So what really are they working on at the moment? There's going to be lots of fencing going on around as well. The children's playground will be getting extended, and as well, the fountain has already been knocked down after many complaints, and a new one will be getting built, as well as many other flowers dotted around. They've sent the plans out of what it's going to look like in the future. But in an area filled with crime and a lot of antisocial behaviour, there clearly needed to be a change that the public have been crying for. There will also be a lot of street lights and CCTV dotted around. So hopefully, in the next 18 months as the work progresses and starts in March, we may be seeing a solution.
Seems to be more bad people than like police and stuff about these days. This just seems to be taken over with crime and drugs. So I think maybe like a bit longer, yeah, it might take.
Most people are saying that it's quite a safe space, but some have got concerns. So yeah, I think it could be a lot better than what it is.
It's been 1 week since the Gorton and Denton by-election was announced. The candidates have been selected, the campaigns have been launched, and the countdown is on for the big day. Alfie Garner is live in Gorton to tell us more. Alfie, can you give us a roundup of what has happened thus far?
Then this time in about 3 weeks, the polls would have been open for 8 hours here in Gorton and Denton. 11 candidates, all hoping to become the constituency's new MP following the resignation of Andrew Gwynn. All the major parties are contesting this election: Reform, Greens, Labour, Conservative and Lib Dem. The only two not contesting, your party and the Workers' Party. Workers' Party having previously said it would contest the election if Andy Burnham did contest for Labour. It's been a wild week as the campaigns have started. All 11 candidates all on the election run now. Labour are positive that they are going to win this now. They say it's a straight fight between them and Reform UK, whereas Reform are saying nothing of the sort. They are saying it's a win for them at this point. Reform in the polling are on the lead at 33% against Labour's 22%. That's according to electoral calculus. But I'm talking to the Labour candidate only yesterday. She says it's a straight race. It's going to be one or the other. People around here, though, are ready for a new MP to take over after the scandal that left Andrew Gwynn as an independent and now his ill health as the reason why he resigned. Your party said for their reason they're not doing it because that's when they're electing their leader of the party. They added that they are Sultana is endorsing the Green candidate, saying defeating fascism is our #1 priority. The polling does suggest that it's 32 to 26, and the Greens are actually in front of Labour at this point in the campaign. It's 3 weeks to go, 1 week since the start, 3 weeks of anything that could happen in this wild by-election. That's a huge test on Labour.
Thanks, Alfie. And on your screens is a list of candidates in the Gorton and Denton by-election. After facing concerns over potential cancellation of Manchester Pride, a local not-for-profit has provided the key funding needed.
This means that all the Pride events will be able to go ahead once again. Our reporter Charlie Hood has more.
Manchester's Pride Parade is Manchester's biggest LGBTQ+ community event, encouraging everyone to come forward and celebrate who they are. However, the event was at risk of being cancelled following the previous funding team going bankrupt, risking this 40-year reign to come to an end. However, a new company have come together and saved Manchester Pride. I spoke to Ian Scott, operator of Canal Street Media Team, who told me all about this new funding opportunity.
There's a new name, first of all, which is Manchester Village Pride. And a group of people made up of businesses, the council, and some key individual stakeholders have come together to rescue Pride and to return it to its original roots.
Thankfully, Manchester Village Pride has managed to not only restore Pride 2026, but ensure that iconic LGBTQ venues such as Canal Street can keep doing what they do best. I'm here at Canal Street, the heart of Manchester's LGBTQ community. It started taking its shape in the 1960s, but officially gained its title in 1990 through opening of venues such as Manto. Nowadays, it's known for its inclusive environment and venues such as Brewers. Pride has always been and always will be an important part of Manchester. I got talking to Josh Reed, a freelancer for Gadio, Manchester's biggest queer radio station, about why he thinks Pride is important and how this new funding will impact the event.
Protest like Pride is a protest, and it just shows people how supportive the queer community and the LGBTQ+ community is, and I think something like that, especially in today's age, is really important. People have felt that Pride has become a lot more commercialised recently, and the hope is with this new CIC that they're doing, the new company, that it'll go back to its roots a bit more, which is good.
Charlie Hood, News, Manchester.
Ghost Town by the Specials is an iconic song which celebrates its 45th anniversary this year.
The band visited many popular music venues around the UK during this anniversary, including Band on the Wall in Market Street in Manchester.
Our reporter Alex Pennington was there.
This storm is coming out of those towns. All the clubs are being closed down.
45 years ago, the Specials first sang Ghost Town, which captured the mood of a 1980s English society, and in 2026 it still resonates with the population as though nothing ever changed. And they are celebrating this occasion by playing the song at the Band on the Wall here in Manchester. 45 years after releasing perhaps their most iconic song of all time, the Specials are here tonight in Manchester at the Band and the Wall to celebrate this occasion. But why is this song so important? Why has it stayed in the public eye for so long? It's because the idea of a dystopian society, a society forgotten about, is still so important and timeless an idea that it survives even today. The legacy of this song and its themes has been consistent since it first hit audiences in 1981. They played it to a large audience at Glastonbury in 2009, and several times since then, before finally finding themselves here in Manchester. There is no doubt that the legacy of this song will survive for a very long time. Alex Pennington, Quays News.
Now over to our sports correspondent, Rachel. So, what's new in this realm of sports?
Well, both Manchester clubs have been really in the headlines this week, with Man City last night knocking out previous holders of the Carabao Cup, Newcastle, to go through to the final against Arsenal. Also, there was protests last weekend for Man United's game against Fulham. Protests came from fans who were about 6,000 fans, came outside near Trafford House and protested the ownership of Man United. They were protesting against the spiking of ticket prices and the treatment of long-standing, loyal supporters. You've also got, over the next few days, some really exciting rugby to watch, with the Six Nations beginning tonight, this evening, at the Stade de France, with France and Ireland kicking off at 8 o'clock. Really excitingly as well, we've also got the Winter Olympics. The Winter Olympics are kicking off tonight with the curling, and we've got the opening ceremony tomorrow. So what are you guys looking forward to for the Winter Olympics?
I think the bobsled for me.
I'm definitely looking forward to the skiing. And now we're going over to the weather.
Wild windy conditions will continue all day with some slight drizzle around 1 p.m. We'll see temperatures around 4 and 6 degrees, however winds up to 37 miles per hour and increasing, and making temperatures feel as cold as -5 degrees. The Met Office has issued a yellow weather warning for Greater Manchester earlier today, starting around 3 p.m, which will last for around 12 hours until 3 a.m. the following morning. There's a possibility that rain will turn into snow this afternoon and evening, which may lead to some travelling disruptions. Some roads and railways are likely to be affected, with longer journey times by road, bus and train services.
Well, that's all we have time for today. I'm Annabelle.
And I'm Laura.
Thanks for watching.